Just trying to get a few things set up before start. Just mainly what we're gonna talk about today. About last night's Bucks game since I didn't get to talk about it last night, so we're gonna talk about that. Some wrestling stuff. Maybe the WWE schedule like so far, and of course we was talking about Milwaukee here. Milwaukee is due for a PLE event, so we're still making some guesses that what's going to happen or what's going to be where and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that and just see if there's any like wrestling news that's good to talk about as well. So we will look into that. Um, Not sure if there's any comic book movie. Well, it is, but I'll talk about a little bit about it. But any like Milwaukee developments that's gonna be going on. Hey JJ, we're gonna talk about that too. So we're gonna get a few things set up and we will start that. So okay, let's see if I had a problem with this Twitch. What's the crazy thing I may have to do? I might have to take this part off. Oh, not the whole thing. Okay, go back to where I was going to. Um, let's see. Yeah, a few more things I gotta do here. So I at least have to put, Oh, we're talking about last night's Bucks game. We're gonna talk about also some wrestling stuff. We're gonna talk about, and we'll just see if there's like any wrestling news that we're gonna you know mention as well. So if I have a problem with this Twitch again, but at least let me get set up WFSO 2. So where is it? There we go. Twitch. Okay. I don't know. I missed the. No, I understand. It's like nobody's not going to, be able to see her on here or anything like that. Like she's just log on here and just chat whatever. Yeah, just chat. So if y'all want to talk about like anything during me doing this, go ahead. Like if you got something to think about, wrestling wise, or talk about basketball, or even maybe something like that's in the comic books, we can talk about that as I'm trying to do this. So hello there, Lauren. God bless our souls. Amen. Yeah. Okay. Finally, I got them both working, so that's a good thing. Um. So let's see. Do you think was EDP is underrated? I don't get what you're saying. It was a Bolo TV. I'm sorry if I said y'all names wrong, so I apologize. So just in the meantime, while I'm like trying to set things up, like I said, hello there. I think this Adia Sony. So I apologize if I pronounced some of y'all names wrong. So, like I said, if y'all ain't got anything, to ask about, if it's or talk about, wrestling wise or basketball, comic books, something in that nature, just talk away and ask away. So I will be answering while I'm, setting this up. Okay. WFSO After Dark Special. ID Kia Sony. Okay. No, you don't have to do a timeout or anything like that. No. Just if you have anything you want to ask the panel or whatever, or people out there, just like ask away. So just do that. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna read all your where am I from? Of course, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in the USA. In case there are some, people that's out of state or something, like out of the country and stuff like that. So just have to make that clear. Okay, change the date because today is the 9th. Okay, there's no. Oh, you really want to know that question? Well, let's just put it this way. I hate rich people. So that probably be your answer. So like between like in either one of those two, I'm just saying like I hate rich people, and you probably will know your answer from that. Well, you'll know the answer. Oh yeah. Cause yeah, he did say that. So yeah, do what you got to do. Put him in the timeout. Put him in timeout. Yeah, I just didn't get what you were saying at first. So sorry about that, JJ. Okay, just save that one. I thought this is gonna be weird. What if I turn? Oh no, that don't look right. Keep it that way. Okay. Now let me get this one set up. Uh, Surprised I managed to get the freaking watch along working on WFSO 1. Put that right there. Let's see. After Dark special. Um yeah, well, I can say I'm semi-retired, but I am looking for, going back to work, but most of the time I do this. I do the whole like YouTube and stuff like that. Also help out with my wife's nonprofit organization, Maddie's Memory. I help out with that. Um, just otherwise, I end up just doing, trying to put out a lot of content like this, and you know, try and make a living off of that until I can find like a stable or decent job. So yeah, just for now, I'm just doing this. See, yeah, change that day is the 9th. I don't trust this, so I'm just gonna do save. And I know this is gonna be really weird. Okay, that actually worked. So yeah, this is gonna be insane. So let me do this. Wait a minute, I gotta set the recording up for Spotify. So okay, that's fair. Just do yeah, if you put in that amount of minutes, that's fair. Um I don't know, this is gonna be weird because I'm gonna put my white claw like right there. But now an alcohol drink, but a good drink. Hey, what's going on, No? How you doing? Uh, okay, go that. Okay, we'll worry about that, and we're gonna www. Let's see, there's. I don't think comic book. Like I said, comic book wise, we probably ain't gonna be not talking about anything. Oh man, I can't even. God, 'cause that would have been interesting to talk about. Let's see. Let's see if I can put that on there. Then let me look at the. Oh yeah, I do watch WWE. Yeah. I'm good too. No, it's just been the long past couple of days. If y'all saw my contents earlier on yesterday and the one I did today, I know it was all about like the Bucks and Chris Middleton and how like some fans like praise Chris Middleton like he's a savior, which the person that I was talking about always trying to point out the facts and stuff, but he's not looking at what he done in games and things like that. So it mean he's just talking about his highs. Like when everybody has a high, they're gonna have a low. And yes, we do talk. I do watch WWE, and like one of the things we're gonna be talking about is about WWE today. So we will talk about that. I'm not gonna drink my white claw just yet. Um, okay, sorry, there's just a few things I gotta set up here. So did all that work. Um, are y'all? I know y'all still talking. Just give me a moment. If he does it again, I'm going to time him out longer. Fair enough. We be Netflix. Oh yeah, we did. Did the live Raw on watching Raw on Netflix, and just everybody just gave out their opinion about it and what they like about it. And the good thing was, like I was saying, it didn't skip or froze or anything like that. So seemed like something like that they knew what they were doing. But I will mention this before I mention it to anybody else. Some of y'all probably like read it or probably haven't, but I'm going to tell y'all this. Like people in the United States watching Netflix and the views that it got by people watching it in the United States either higher than the ratings they have been getting as of late when they was on TV. Because normally they get the average like 1.9 million like people watching, and this one was probably the biggest Raw that they have done in a long time. Yeah, the rate the people that was watching was like 2.6 million. So almost close to like 3 million. So that's huge. And doing like a 3 hour show and stuff, like because most of us didn't know if they was gonna do like stay in 2 hours or 3 hours. So it was like kind of a mystery. So yeah. Oh God, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Cable is, really high up there. It really is. And I don't know, there's some things like I want to watch, like basketball and some regular TV and like there's some shows that be on too that that's on like regular cable elements. But I know there's some places like you have Hulu Plus, and there are some other places that has like watch regular TV or stuff you want to see on shows too. But some of them apps wasn't necessary, and some of the apps was like in a way could be a little bit too much, and you're gonna get you paying too much for less. That's basically what it is. Tofu I can watch. Cool. That's a good thing. Uh, can't believe I nearly forgot my own number. That's just crazy. Doing that and I forgot my own number. Okay. No, just put my email. I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm gonna change that. 63077. Okay, I almost gave out my personal number. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, believe me, I admit it takes time. It really does. Ooh, that was the wrong thing. Oh, I'm salty. Okay. Hopefully that's not taken. I signed into the wrong thing. That's what I was not trying to do. Mm. Oh yeah. Okay. That's two. Not a robot. Let's see. No, don't have a discount code, but let's do that. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I think I put the people that's on Twitch on hold long enough. There you go. I'm at 44 subscribers. Just keep pushing your content, man. Like I said, at the time we didn't care about, I started this YouTube channel on October 3rd. That's actually not bad for only having the channel for a few months and had that many subscribers. Um, for us, it took years. And the thing was that we was pushing for like mainly the local people like to try to watch our channel. We wasn't pushing it like nationally, which was kind of like something we should have did. Although we was trying to push it nationally, like on through Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah, it was just something wish we would have done sooner to push this out more. And like the time is right now to like try to push things and push stuff. And with all the stuff that we have been dealing with for like this past decade, yeah, you probably got to start, creating jobs for yourself. That's basically like what we got to do. Can I read this now? Okay, perfect. Yeah, you are. All you gotta do is, push your content some more. And if you talk about like a lot of stuff that people like interested in, or something like just anybody's interest, or something that you're passionate in, it will work. Okay, I'm gonna keep that there because that's important. Let's see. Oh God, okay, I don't know what happened. I'll figure that out later. But I gotta, start recording. Uh, nope, no camera, just the mic. Join it. Okay, that will be ready. So yeah, you're right because a lot of people are interested in like shorts. You will get a lot of viewers. Like, just say you end up doing like a maybe like a 2, 3, 4 minute video or a 5 minute video. You talk about it, you can get straight to the point and all that. You will get like a lot of people viewing that video. Because I learned that while I just keep on doing like WFSO minute and stuff like that, or just like, okay, this I'm gonna talk about. This what happened, and then my opinion about it. Then after that, that be that. But a lot of people will be interested in shorts, so I'm not saying all your videos got to be, a minute or less than a minute and stuff like that on a short. You just go and you will most likely like get some viewers. Okay, that's probably ain't gonna be nothing to talk about on this part. Okay, yeah, I might talk about this other subject on a separate video, but I really think there's really nothing on. Well, I guess I do have a test. Another streamer said, "Oh yeah, I read that already. I do have a test tomorrow." Um, yeah, gotta study, but we will get started in a second. I'm just seeing like comment wise, if there's anything to talk about. Let's see. Um, and let's see TV. Then we're gonna get started. Oh wow, they start filming Dexter Resurrection, or I thought they was gonna at least had that. And yeah, she starts shooting, and they began filming today actually. We're just looking at this Dexter thing, so you're gonna have a serial killer that can't die, so that's just crazy. But okay, let's get this stuff settled. So we're gonna talk about the Bucks first, then like some wrestling stuff we're gonna talk about, then just a little bit of things that oh yeah, I understand. Good luck on the test tomorrow. Normally I wouldn't take this long, but just couldn't get everything set up. But yeah, we're gonna start. So screencast. Of course, where I did today's video. Okay, so I gotta put this right here. My White Claw non-alcoholic drink. Same thing as like the White Claw non-alcoholic drink and 15 calories. So this is gonna be end up being my favorite drink to get like every now and then. Although they have it in the alcohol section, but yeah, especially if it's like refreshment plus hydrated electrolytes. That's pretty good. So let's get started. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a special of WFSO After Dark. I know we were supposed to do it yesterday. Part of my body was like shutting down, so I was just like, no, I had to get some sleep. So I'm gonna try to put this out there as much as I can with the stuff that we're gonna talk about today. Of course, we're gonna talk about yesterday's Bucks and Spurs game, and probably one of the greatest games that the Bucks made had done in this game. And although they showing it right now on the news to talk about yesterday's game, and not know like the Bucks like are questionable. They question about how they playing and all the other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this game. We're also gonna talk about like some stuff with WWE and see if there's any like news to talk about. Um, I know I haven't watched AEW Dynamite yesterday, but since now you can actually watch it through Max, that's a good thing. So I can like go and watch it on my own time. So that works. Um, let's see, and that's it. There was something that I saw on here that I want to talk about that's Milwaukee wise that I'm trying to figure out like what's going on with it. So we're gonna talk about that. So first, let's get to this game. The defense, like I was really surprised, and especially Victor Wembanyama, like how much he scored in this game. I was pretty shocked because I thought at least he would have at least like 20 points or probably have a career high or something like that. So yeah, I was pretty shocked about how this game went. Like you're gonna want your team to win, but you haven't won your best players from the Spurs not having a good game. That's saying something. And we're gonna have to give Victor Wembanyama some time to bulk up and stuff. Like it took Giannis a while to do the same thing. Coming in coming in through the draft pick like 6'8", 6'9", 180 or something like that. I believe it was like somewhere around the 180s. But he was having that, and yeah, he oh crap, I forgot to record. So there we go. I apologize about that. So I'm going to. What's up, everybody? That's listening on Spotify. I apologize for the delay that already talked to some people that's already on the live or doing a pre-record episode of WFSO After Dark Special Edition. So what we were just talking about, we was talking about the little bit of the Bucks and Spurs. That's one of the things we're gonna talk about today. Also, some updated stuff about WWE that we're gonna talk about. Also, yeah, I forgot to put my cookies there. Ooh, excuse me. Um, like I said, see if there's like any wrestling news to talk about. So we will get to that. And something I found like easier like to talk about when it comes to developments in the city here and in the county. So we don't talk about that. Like I said, we're gonna just get to this game first. Um 105 Spurs, 121 Bucks, and like I was just mentioning with the live people, people that's watching it live, that I was surprised about Victor Wembanyama not getting that many points as he did. And it looked like he was getting like blocked. You had AJ Green like shooting a three in front of his face. And Victor Wembanyama was proving the good, like this year. Well, yeah, this season and last season that he's really a good defender. Because in the beginning of his rookie season, they put him as power forward, and then they decide, you know what, just have him as center. So why not? I think the thing is he does need to get a little bit stronger, and I think it will everything will fall into place for him. So Spurs is gonna be one of that team that could create a dynasty with him. They just got to get the right players to fit in with him. Chris Paul this season is a good pickup for the Spurs. That can teach him to what he can do, what he should do, and stuff like that. And plus, like be a leader for that team. That's what they need. Because the Spurs are a very young team. Like sometimes it shows, and sometimes you just think they're good. Like I said, we'll get to that record, but overall, good game for the Bucks and very, very good offensively for the Bucks. Okay, let's get to the quarter stats. Like San Antonio at one point did have the lead in the first quarter. Then I don't know, it's like after Doc Rivers always called a timeout, they just come like bursting with energy. As you can see, the first quarter, Milwaukee 31 to San Antonio 27. Then you got on the second quarter, the lowest that the Spurs had scored and the highest that the Bucks had scored in the second quarter. So it was always like that. It was like Bucks are a good, second quarter team, but it's like you just got to watch them in the second half because some of their energy, just go like, ugh. But that's one of the things that some of us been saying that they need to work on is like you got to turn it up in the second half as well, not just like the first quarter not just the first half, but at least the second half as well. Well, anyways, third quarter, the highest the Spurs has scored is 32 in the third quarter, and the lowest the Bucks has scored with 26. So that's in the quarter that the Spurs have won. Then you got the fourth quarter, which is another close one, and I think they end up putting like some of their some of the third unit in just to like to finish the game, since it was kind of that close. But anyway, let's get the team stats. We'll start with the San Antonio Spurs first. Um, oh, sorry, excuse me. 35 out of 95 for the field goal. Michael said that's 37% from the field. Got 3-point shooting, which is really I think they might have just a little bit overshooting it a little bit, like too many attempts. But 18 of 52 with might as well say 35% from three. And not bad for the Spurs for the free throw shooting. 17 to 20 with 85% from the free throw. 12 offensive rebounds, which I'm not surprised, with a total of 46 rebounds. 24 assists could be where they a little bit lacking. They probably could have increased it a little bit, but with 8 steals, 5 blocks, and only 9 turnovers. So that's not bad. Now let's get to the team stats with the Bucks. Um, you have 44 of 92, what Marvel said that's like about 48% from the field goal, which is really impressive. 3-point shooting, you got the Bucks 19 of 42 with 45.2% from three, which is not that bad. So kind of decent. 14 of 20 with 70% from the free throw line, which you already know where some of the misses is going to be coming from. They could do a little bit better, like 10 offensive rebounds, but they did good in defensive rebounds with a total of 57. So I know that's more than San Antonio has. 26 to 6, which we wanted to be a little bit more higher, but 26 is fine. 7 steals, shockingly 4 blocks, and really not that bad of a turnovers with 10 turnovers. So it's like at most of the times they actually are taking care of the ball well, except for Giannis with his 4 turnovers. Otherwise, it could have been a little bit less with some of the stuff he been doing. Which, like I say, he is starting to be like more of a passer, but we know he's a good passer. But it's just like some things that he just really got to watch, like trying to like taking in so much when you got like three people like in the paint and you really just like look for somebody open to pass. But part of it is not his fault because some players are just like standing there and not moving around. But some of the players are starting to do that. But you got like two people like in the corner and stuff just waiting to shoot a three. Just have one person stay in the corner and everybody else just move around, like do like a catch and shoot or something. And I think that's probably one of the things that Doc Rivers are missing to tell his players. But I don't think he probably figured that out yet. But anyways, let's go to the player status. We start with the Spurs first, where Harrison Barnes didn't do that bad, but his 3-point shooting was not great. 14 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 4 of 4 from the free throw, 2 of 7 from three, and 4 of 9 from the field. Yeah, 3-point is bad, but field goals is not that bad. Victor Wembanyama, like I said, really didn't score much. 10 points, 3 blocks, which was like expected for him to get a lot of blocks. 2 steals, 1 assist, 10 rebounds. So he has a double double, 10 and 10, with 4 offensive rebounds, was expected. 2 of 6 from three and 4 of 10 from the field. So that's crazy. Chris Paul, well, he led the starting five with 18 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 7 assists, 5 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 1 of 1 from the free throw, 5 of 6 from three. So yeah, he had a good game. Although you don't see like the numbers and stuff like not looking like it, but yeah, he had a good game. 6 of 10 from the field as well. Um, Devin Vassell with 11 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 9 rebounds, so near double double. 3 of 9 from three and 4 of 17 from the field. Yeah, that gotta hurt. Let's see, a few of their players, kind of stepped up. Sandro and little, I'll just say Sandro. I keep forgetting his name because it was at one point he was on the Bucks and I had like his last name pronounced right. Then suddenly, they let him go, which I was kind of a little bit disappointed when they did, but what more can you do? And I think he only played like most of the fourth quarter. He had 7 points, one steal, 2 or 3 from the free throw, 1 to 3 from three, and 2 or 5 from the field. Julian Champagne had 9 points, one assist, 3 rebounds, 3 of 9 from three, and 3 of 11 from the field. Had an okay game, but not that great of a game. So, but his numbers was kind of like worth mentioning. Then you got Keldon Johnson. I'm sorry, which I'm surprised is not starting. You got I think it's Stephon Castle that's starting because I know Devin Vassell is the shooting guard, so you got Stephon Castle like starting over Keldon Johnson, which I think he should have started, but that's just me. But he did use so much of his minutes. He had the team high of 24 points, one assist, 11 rebounds, so a double double with 5 offensive rebounds, 8 of 9 from the free throw, 2 of 5 from three, and 7 of 15 from the field. Okay, that's good enough to worth mentioning the players that do good. Y'all probably saw like rest of the players that they're scoring stuff, so take a look at that. And since they put Middleton like starting from the bench, you got good number from the new big three, which is Giannis, Brook, and Damian. That Brook is now being, the third option. But like, he has his games that he's like on and off and stuff like that. So hopefully, this will continue for Brook. But anyways, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo with 25 points, 4 turnovers, 1 block, 8 assists, so near triple double, but he got a double double with 16 rebounds and 3 offensive rebounds. And of course, 3 of 7 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from three, and 11 of 21 from the field. And you got Brook Lopez. Yeah, did good as well. 22 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, 7 rebounds. So his rebounds is getting a little bit better. And I know sometimes you gotta tap somebody for the rebound, but sometimes it's not necessary. You just gotta grab it. But if you see somebody there and the ball, you won't be able to grab it. You can tap it to the next person, which he needs to get a little bit better at, which is like just grab the rebounds. Period. Anyways, he did have 2 offensive rebounds. 1 of 1 from the free throw, 5 of 11 from three, which is okay, but 8 of 17 from the field. Damian Lillard had I think he had the game high as well. But also like a team high, 26 points, 8 assists. That's a little bit better, and 5 assists. I mean, no, 5 rebounds. I'm sorry, I mentioned that he had 8 assists. 6 of 6 from the free throw, which is perfect. Well, not bad with 3 point shooting, 4 of 7, and 8 of 13 from the field. So yeah, he had a good game himself. So that's good. Now we get to the bench. Yeah, this season Bobby Porter's look like he's got an on and off switch, so that's just insane. But yeah, Chris Middleton with those plus minus was good, and I think he got the tie with the highest plus minus, I believe. Yeah, him and Bobby and Gary Trent Jr. But anyways, Chris Middleton had 8 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw, 1 of 5 from three, and 2 of 7 from the field. Yeah, that's just terrible. And I know, he came from ankle surgery and stuff, and still look like he's still having issues with it. It kind of shows 2 of 7, 1 of 5, but you have like almost 2 months to try to figure that out. And like when we thought he was figuring out where he made like 3 straight 21-point games, but no, he still didn't figure it out. I know you can do those numbers if it's just like you like the number one option, but if you can't do that and you're the number three option, then something's wrong. So just a little bit, of a Chris Middleton rant. I just had to from the videos that I've done earlier today, and just had to talk about it. But anyways, Gary Trent Jr. Tied AJ Green with 14 points. Um, but Gary Trent Jr. got two steals, two assists, three rebounds, perfect 4 of 4 from three, and 5 of 5 from the field. So that's pretty good. AJ Green with 14 points as well. He had the second highest plus minus with 18. One steal, one assist, one rebound, 4 of 7 from three, and 5 of 9 from the field. Not too bad. Final score 121 Bucks, 105 Spurs. And the next time they're gonna play each other is the end of the month. So they're gonna be done with playing them quickly. And that's a surprise. And the next game they got is tomorrow is against Orlando Magic in Orlando. Before, yeah, I think they on 2 game road trip because they got Orlando tomorrow, then they got the Knicks on Sunday. So yeah, jumping back and forth on that. And oh yeah, 2 games on the road. Then Tuesday they'll be back at home. Which next Tuesday and next Wednesday I'm going to both games, so it should be interesting. Okay, let's get to the Sorry about that, people. So let's get the stats. Somewhere Damian Lillard's stats had went up for the past 2 games. Yep, now we got a new leader in scoring, which is Nikola Jokic. We got Giannis and Shea both tied for second. Jason Tatum in third, and Kevin Durant in fifth. Let's see. Yeah, Brook Lopez still like fifth in blocks, and I hate when they do that. Darn it. But let's go to offensive leaders, which is scoring. Dang, the Upper Midwest is really getting killed. Okay, probably Victor Wembanyama kind of went down, so but somebody must have increased if Damian Lillard dropped to 13th. But they still, got the top 15 scoring players in the NBA, so to the top 15, I should say. So not too bad. Now let's go to standings. And I think all the games that's going on is over. So let's let me move this camera and talk about those games. Cleveland beat Toronto on their back to back because they did play Oklahoma City Thunder last night and won and beat them. So 126, 132, Cleveland over Toronto. Golden State beat Detroit 107 to 104. So that's really a close game. Now I think they split the season series against each other. Golden State won there, and Detroit did win in Golden State, I believe. So I think it's a split series between them. Um, Minnesota beat Orlando 104 to 89, which kind of helped our chance of trying to get to at least the fourth seed. Um, Portland lost to Dallas 111 117. Houston beat Memphis, and wow, that's a surprise 119 115. Phoenix beat Atlanta 115 123. That's a shock. And wow, Miami got the win 97 to 92 over Utah, and the Hornets and Lakers game got postponed, probably because of the wildfires that was going on in Los Angeles. So I can understand that. They might push it like, well, we don't know when they're going to postpone it, but there's games that happen like that that's been postponed before. Like, while I used to work at the Bradley Center, it was going to be the Bucks and New Orleans Pelicans supposed to play each other, and they had to postpone it because of the snow. At the time here, we was getting a lot of it, so it was like, when we show up to go to work or whatever, it was like postponed. I'm like, they couldn't call us and tell us that. So I came down there for nothing in the cold. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back home and go do something on a Saturday night. So yeah, that's basically what it was. But anyways, Cleveland still best record of the NBA and leading the East with a 12-game winning streak. Boston won their last game. I think they won yesterday. Then you got the Knicks who won their last game. Orlando just lost, and that's really helping our chances to at least take over the fourth seed. And kind of fitting, and not just now catch this that the Bucks play the Magic tomorrow, and it seems like they have opportunity to maybe tie in a way for the spot. But either way, if they end up tying, Bucks have the advantage because of beating them during the NBA Cup tournament in the first round. So that's a possibility that they can move into fourth. So you know what? God help us. Hopefully we get there. Um, of course, I mentioned Bucks in fifth. They won two straight. Miami Heat, they won two straight, and I think they still without Jimmy Butler. Um, Pacers moved up. Now they're in seventh. They won four straight. Of course, Detroit Pistons lost their last game. Same thing with Atlanta. They lost their last game, so they both tied for the eighth seed. Then you got teams that's now under 500, which will be Chicago. They're in 10th. Philadelphia, oh, they're a game behind them. So Philadelphia can actually come up to the 10th seed. That'd be interesting. Then you got Brooklyn, who's lost their last three. So maybe there'll be a big turnaround for Philadelphia. We'll see. Then we got the single digit winning teams with Charlotte, Toronto, and Washington Wizards, which they got the worst record of the NBA, but they no longer have the biggest losing streak. Toronto doesn't either. Um, yeah, right now, yes. Since Oklahoma City Thunder did lose to Cleveland, now Cleveland got the biggest winning streak in the NBA right now. You got Houston won their last three in second. You got third with Memphis, lost their last game. Uh, Denver won their last game. They're in fourth. Um, Dallas, you got them in fifth. Won their last two. You got the Lakers losing their last two. Then you got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the LA Clippers tied for seventh. Then you got the Golden State Warriors. They won their last game. Then you got San Antonio Spurs as we was talking about yesterday's game. They lost the last three. Oh, they okay. They're tied with Sacramento now. With Sacramento Kings won their last five. Oh, excuse me. You got Phoenix winning their last game too. And I think it was just no, it was today. I'm sorry. Um, Portland lost their last game. Utah lost their last two, and the Pelicans lost their last two with the worst record in the West. And who got the? I don't think ain't that many people that got that big of a losing streak. we got San Antonio Spurs with losing three, and oh, okay, it's tied between Toronto and Washington Wizards with the tie for the biggest losing streak in the NBA right now. So yeah, they both lost four. So shouldn't be surprised, but I think the NBA draft this coming year, although the Bucks don't got no picks, I'm still thinking it's gonna be like a little bit interesting. Like I'm probably not gonna like do a watch along with it, but I am just gonna like watch and pay attention to it in case Bucks might make a move and try to get like a draft pick or something. Most likely they'll probably will do like a second round picks, try to get something out of that. We'll see. Or maybe they'll try to get a draft pick for this coming draft and maybe get like a second round pick or something like that. Weird things can happen. Okay, let me put this camera back over here and let's move on to some WWE type stuff. So this is this year's like PLE events. Most of them are not confirmed or anything like that, but we got like two things confirmed on the NXT part. But we're gonna go with talk about the WWE PLEs first. So let's talk about that. Of course, we got the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, Indiana, which will be the beginning of February, February 1st. Then you got Elimination Chamber like a month later, March 1st. Then of course you got WrestleMania 41 in Vegas, both on April 19th and April 20th. And if y'all see like the stars like right next to it, those that means those the ones that we got that's confirmed. And we got other ones like question marks and we're not really sure. So anyways, it was like rumors out there like a week ago that Backlash may be in Mexico City, Mexico, but you know how people post stuff on the internet and stuff like especially like dirt sheets and wrestling reports. So definitely I'll put a question mark right there with Backlash because it's not confirmed by WWE, so there's nothing that we can say that's true or anything like that just yet. Maybe probably they talk about maybe February and March they probably will have it confirmed, but we'll see. Um, Keener Ring. It may be a different name. We don't know, but normally May or June that they would have a Saudi Arabia show. So we just put May right there in case they'll do the same thing they did last year. Just have like that at the end of the month, which is fine. Um, Class of the Cash show. Maybe it'd be named something else, or they'll probably would do like have their backlash in May, then have like two pay-per-views, well PLEs. I'm sorry, maybe like in June or so. We don't know if they actually will have like Clash of the Castle this year. So right now, we're all we doing with just guessing. So we don't know. Um, but things change. We'll change it with you and put like an update about it. But yeah, but right now, Clash of the Castle, we're not sure if they're gonna have that this month. But I mean, not this month, but in June or July. But what we will know that Money in the Bank, they will have a Money in the Bank this year, of course. They mention it. But rumor has it, it's gonna be here in Milwaukee. We don't know if they're gonna do like a June or July, something like that. But like at one point they did have Money in the Bank in June, but like last year it was in early July. If it's early July, it kind of makes sense. So they can be like a month away from promoting Summerfest. Not Summerfest, SummerSlam. Okay, I'm thinking about Summerfest that's here in Milwaukee. I'm sorry about that. Of course, Summerfest is like a, if y'all don't know, it's a musical event that have music acts and stuff like that. It's like Chicago's Lollapalooza, but we're Summerfest is like the world largest music fest ever in the world. So yeah, maybe it's probably bigger than Woodstock, but anyway, let me talk about a little bit about Woodstock. It was a point I did want to go to Woodstock when they had it in '99, but I couldn't afford it at the time, and I just wouldn't travel. And how my mom was with me, and everybody knows my mental illness and stuff like that. That she probably didn't trust me to go or anything like that, even if I did ask her. And yeah, I was 18 when when it was going on, but it was like just one point that just like just not yet. So Summerfest was a little bit better and all that stuff. So sell for Summerfest, and I finally did went to Summerfest for the first time in years last year, and we made it fun. So can't pass that up. But anyways, let's move on. God, I'm always moving around the stuff. So y'all excuse me for a moment. Okay, it didn't fall. What did I do with the freaking remote? Change the channel is long overdue, and God, found it. Freaking pillows, but yeah, I gotta get out of that. I don't want to watch Seinfeld, but anyways, like we said, up here it was said that Milwaukee is putting the bid for the Money in the Bank PLE event, which and there's also rumors that Money in the Bank will be a 2-day event. Either they're going to do it this year, or maybe next year, or whatever the case may be. But if they do it this year and be a 2-day event, it's a possibility that they can do it because have it on a Saturday, then have it on a Sunday, and I wouldn't think they would do like a 4-day weekend like they do with WrestleMania. Have SmackDown on Friday, then Money in the Bank on Saturday and Sunday, then have Raw on Monday. So they won't do that. But if they do, that would be huge. Um, but it'll be huge enough, having a PLE event like Money in the Bank have here. We were like fortunately lucky enough, to have like King of the Ring in '96, No Way Out in 2002, which I was working that day at the Bradley Center. Then you have Elimination Chamber. So we had a few like big pay per views or PLE events at that time, but we didn't have anything as ever since 2017. And you know what? We're long overdue for a pay per view. And thinking, we build like Fires of Forum just to like get like big events coming here. So although it's very slowly going on and it's crazy. This is like the sixth anniversary. Yeah, the sixth anniversary of Fires of Forum because it was opened in 2018. So let's see. Let's see. 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22. Okay, 22, 23 was fifth. 23, 24 last year was sixth. Okay, this seventh year for Fires of Forum. Okay. It's a new building. It still feels like it's a new building. It's like something you're still not used to, but you're getting there because being at the Bradley Center for like the longest time. I don't know. Like I did see, when they did a video talk about like opening up the Bradley Center because that was something I wanted to look at, and I'm glad I did. And like before they had the Bradley Center, it was like another land that was there that they had where that I think from what some people said that was like parking. It was just like big parking, which that's one of the plans that they're going to do with the rest of that empty land for the Bradley Center. Like right now, they're making a music venue, which will be good for places like if they want to hold like NXT in there, it will hold like over 1,000 people. So that's a big thing. And also, we can get like other companies in there, like maybe have TNA if and plus like if AEW wants to downgrade, they can go to that arena because we don't have that type of arena besides the UW and Panther Arena, which was once known as the Mecca Arena. Um, and AEW did try, last year to, go there, and it was only 25% of the arena filled. So all them supporters of AEW and stuff, they couldn't even come to Milwaukee to try to show some support for AEW, especially like in Midwest. Make a drive, make a travel, and plus it was still nice out around that time. So before we like move on to this, I will talk about AEW. Maybe the next time they'll come to here in Milwaukee. So it's most likely they'll be here spring, summer, or fall or early fall. That's the only way I've been seeing it. And it's like that pattern that they're doing that's possible. Like, around the nicest times they'll come in and do their show or whatever. Because then again, the first time they've been here, it was like July of 2021. They were supposed to be in here at one point, like in 2020, but pandemic. So it was 21. It was April. No, no, it wasn't in April. It was in July. Then 2022. Let's see. No, because 2023 was in April. 2022 was somewhere. I think it was. I think it was in August. I think it was in August. 2023 was in May. Then you got this past year. It was in September. So it could be a thing that they could be waiting on trying to use the new venue, which is supposed to be ready in December. Maybe they'll do that to try some stuff off. But I really would like to see TNA use that arena and finally come here. Like they never been in Milwaukee before. They only been like in Racine, Green Bay, and Lacrosse, and that was it. So hopefully, TNA listen to this. If they do, please come to Milwaukee. Could be end of this year or sometime next year. Right? You do got fans here, especially you've got this working partnership with NXT to use their stars and vice versa. I think that they're not taking that opportunity that much ever since, so kind of sucks. But anyways, let's get back to this. Like I said, there's rumors and stuff like that that they might have Money in the Bank, a 2-day event. Oh, and it may start here. And that's not the only PLE that they're talking about. Maybe do like a 2-day event. You already know they do a 2-day event with WrestleMania. That was the first thing. Now they got SummerSlam. They're gonna start this year with doing the 2-day event. So yeah, Money in the Bank is possible. So we think it's gonna be here for hearing like all the rumors and stuff we have here, and honestly hearing from the mayor itself, and just from it looks like because right about now they would have mentioned if we had like a March event for WWE because normally it'd be like February or March, but none of the above. We're not even on February or in March, so I think most likely we will get the Money in the Bank, but if it be 1 days or 2 days, or would they have like or they have like a SmackDown. Um, then have Money in the Bank. If they don't have it 1 day, then Sunday, they have like a NXT PLE event. So that's possible. That's why I kind of did that down there, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyways, move on from that. SummerSlam in East Rutherford, New Jersey, that's confirmed. And for the first time, it'll be a 2-day event, August 2nd to August 3rd. I just put like the Bash in Berlin there, so maybe they'll do something like late August. So that's a possibility. And probably what they do was, like they did last year, have nothing in September. So that's a possibility. Um, and of course, if they have like an October PLE, that was another rumor that that's possibly could happen here in Milwaukee if we don't get Money in the Bank, like have an October pay per view. But I predicted it's either be here in Milwaukee, which I seriously doubt it, and maybe in the West Coast. So that was probably was a guess on that part. Um, Crown Jewel, we know is they're gonna have it in Saudi Arabia in early November, but it probably that first weekend of November. We don't. That's all we know, and it seems like that's the routine of it. But we'll see. Um, Survivor Series, they had it in Vancouver, and that was another rumor that we might have Survivor Series instead. But and I put maybe they have that like down in the South or something, maybe like in Georgia, Texas, or somewhere in one of the main bit markets and stuff like that, or one of the small markets that's really like big in there. So maybe they'll go back to Orlando or Miami or New Orleans or something like that. So it's probably gonna be somewhere in the South. So that's my guess on that one because I don't see any like PLEs that's gonna be like in the South. So like in the South. So most likely that's gonna happen. Like one pay per view will be in the South. It will either be that maybe that pay per view that's gonna be in October that may be in the South or Survivor Series will be in the South. Never know. Okay, that's that. And now let's move on to NXT PLE events. You don't know they don't have that many, but we just going all based on what happened last year. So Vengeance Day, they did announce it on Tuesday, so it's confirmed that it will be in Washington D.C. February 15th. So and they're gonna have SmackDown the day before as well. So yeah, at least Vengeance Day is confirmed, and we already know it's a coincidence. Although they didn't confirm it, but it's like more of a coincidence anyway because they always do this at every WrestleMania weekend. Stand and Deliver in Las Vegas, most likely April 19th. So that's no giveaway on that one. It's just kind of known. Um, don't know if they're going to have something like they did last year in May with in June, which was Battleground. So maybe that can happen. Either it'll be Battleground or another place. But my prediction was like it might be somewhere on the East Coast. But then again, they got Washington. But I don't know if you want to call Washington D.C. like the East Coast or the South. I don't know what would you call that, but I think it's most likely with Washington D.C. is probably going to be like East Coast. So this might change. So it might end up being like somewhere in the So we already got like East Coast and West Coast. So maybe it'll be in Chicago since SmackDown is going to be there in April. But maybe we're just going to put this as we'll just put this one, change this one, and just put it as Midwest for now. Maybe it'll be in Chicago or somewhere else. So we'll just put Midwest for now. Heat wave. I did put Milwaukee on there because if they don't do the 2 day event for Money in the Bank, it'll be that 1 day event. Then they'll put like heat wave, the next night on in Milwaukee for that. So if they don't do a 2 day on Money in the Bank event, then that's where heat wave is gonna be. But if that happens and we end up having a 2 day Money in the Bank PLE event, so heat wave probably will be on a week later, but somewhere else. Um, No Mercy. Actually, when No Mercy was in DC this past September, so it seems like it's somewhat of a pattern. So I'm gonna take the Midwest off of here and probably will say I got East Coast already, so I'll just say South. I'll just put South right now because it seems like there was nothing they put like in the South, but we're just gonna say South on their No Mercy pay per view, which with PLE, which will be in September. Then Halloween Havoc, I did put East Coast because though it could be different. It seems like they do like some of their most of their NXT PLEs you know in the East Coast, but that can change because now NXT will be going to like other arenas like either once or twice a month besides like always being in Orlando. So they're touring, but it's not that big of a tour. It's like maybe once or twice a month they'll go to like a state. Like they was in LA yesterday, and close to the end of the month they'll be in Atlanta for NXT show. Like I said, Halloween Havoc. We're just gonna say just keep it on East Coast for now. And Deadline, which was their very last pay per view, no, very last PLE event of the year. Okay, that'll be we it was in Minnesota, Minneapolis, a month ago. So just most likely we see that it may be like in the West Coast this time for December. That's my kind of like prediction so far on that. As soon as we get more news about like other stuff that's going on, like the PLE events and NXT PLE events, we will do like a video. It'll probably be like on one of these shows, like Aftermath or After Dark, or it'll just be like his own thing. So it's already going to automatically save, so I'll just click that off and let's see what's interesting in let's see. Okay, this would be interesting. See what's going on with Alexa Bliss. Cause I know it's been a while since they was waiting for her return and don't know what's going on. Of course, she's near a 2 year absence from in-ring action, and especially she did had a kid. Okay, WWE creative team has begun factoring her into future plans. Okay, now they're okay. Her materials, merchandise, and all that stuff is already being development, which is fine. It'd be cool if she ended up joining, the Y6. That would be a good idea, but depends, what they're gonna do. So, of course, she's now 33 years old. Last wrestled in the 2023 Royal Rumble and they lose an effort. Oh, to Bianca Belair. Okay, yeah, I remember that feud. Okay, she ninth season of the Max Singer she appeared in, and I didn't even know that. Oh, they spanned it to 6 episodes as she was eliminated alongside Holly Robinson Pete. Um, huh. So she must have did really good if she did all that. Okay, yeah, we knew about that. Okay, so in-ring return and ramped up in 2024 when she felt herself to be working out again. She kept fans on her toes with even more teasers, including the one ahead of WWE Raw premiere on Netflix, which where she indicated her hope for 2025 would be blissful. Okay. Okay, so that is what's they guessing on maybe that what should be in. But well, either way it'll be good. Just oh excuse me. Depends where they're gonna put it at. So that would be interesting. And I guess y'all hear about, maybe Nikki Bella may return as well. So that would be something interesting too. So, you know, maybe, some of the women may want to have a one last run, especially like women that still like an athlete and probably still can go. And especially, they only gotta do like one show a week unless they do like another show on SmackDown. That'd be two. Then their PLE event, so that would be three. So it just all depends. So they got less tour dates now, and maybe some of them can come back and do that. It'll just be more easier, for them to do less shows and stuff like that. So otherwise, you have like some other women like turn around and be like, we can't do this. But anywho, um, oh, they retire a title. Okay, that's probably was when they did they last week's show or some the last week's pay per view for New Japan. Hmm. Probably had some important stuff to do. So with Braun Strowman, so WWE announced a multi-year partnership with calls them to deliver PLEs and share. Oh, okay, I get it. It's like what they doing with the NBA. Like you get like a headset and probably can watch things going on. They did that once before. And it ended up being like a big hit, but I don't know why they stopped with a certain company. Maybe the contract ran out or something. I don't know. Um, let's see. Let's see. Done. And I don't know why people can't just get over, the Hulk Hogan thing there. Yeah, he got booed, and all the stuff he said in the past, and people saying that, he should be like forgiven and something like that. But if you want to be forgiven, you gotta make an effort of it. And I don't think like he ended up like making no effort nowhere to, making an effort to apologize to, the black community or do some charity work in like the black community and stuff like that. So this is what I pointed out earlier today when people was like still talking about it. Is like, what did Hogan got to do to accept y'all? I'm like, it's just like I'm saying, like if I was him, make a public apology and also go to like some black communities, maybe if not like anywhere else in the United States, but at least like where he's at in Florida. I don't know some people defend him like, okay, he hangs with black people. That's a typical person. Because it'd be funny if I said something like this. I hang with white people. Yeah, I have a lot of white friends. You just have friends in general. Like race ain't got nothing to do with it. It's like you just have friends that you just like get along with. You're cool with. It doesn't matter what race it is, but it all depends on like if you make it like racist or something like that. So yeah, that was a bad point to talking about that part. But yeah, it's like I watching. TMZ Sports, where Mark Henry was talking about, he he don't mind like touring with Hogan, like go to some black colleges and stuff like that, just to talk to people about that situation, things like that. And Hulk Hogan declined. So he was thinking it's gonna be like swept up or anything, and he'll be forgiven, but not making the apology. Well, we know, he made like a half apology, but didn't, spread it to the world or anything about it. I didn't even know he made an apology. I really didn't know that. But my thing is like the gimmick and the Hulk Hogan thing, like Hulk Hogan, I can respect him for what he did for the business. Although, some of the stuff he did in the business was really cruel, you know, just all about himself, and then you can't say that's all Vince McMahon's fault for that. Most of it is Vince McMahon's fault, but other half is Hulk Hogan's fault too, because he can say, what, we can put this guy over and go with that and whatever. But he didn't, and the Iron Sheik hate the guy for years, and especially like, and still people make fun of Hogan using like Iron Sheik's quotes for how he's been using for years, and it's just crazy. Um, but it's the point is like you gotta make amends. You really do. It's like really, you really gotta do something to get in WWE over TKO reporting prepared to launch a boxing league with Saudi Arabia. Nope, not worth reading. Um, let's see. Uh, anyways, um, I can't wait to get that John Cena bobblehead with the last time tour. They are doing pre-orders, but I'm not gonna like do a pre-order just yet. So yeah. Um, like I said, I'm glad that Powerhouse Hobbs did won that gauntlet and will challenge for the title. But some odd reason he's not going to win it because backstage politics and Tony Khan don't even know how to run a freaking show. And I know there's people going to defend that as this day, but it's it's starting to prove over the years like he really should not be the booker. Be the CEO and stuff like that. Handle the financial stuff, but you cannot be no head creative and be a booker. No, he can't do all that. It's like everybody, once again, Vince from not him being, head creative and booker. And especially like over the years, like after, the ruthless aggression era, it showed. Like, I'm not saying, like bringing back the attitude era back. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you can still get away with a few things and still make it interesting. But I'm not saying like go back to the attitude era. No, because it costs them money. Although some people don't see that, but it really did cost WWE money. You losing sponsors, and you only get like certain sponsors, like the click. So doing it like that, with the as they call it PG, which you still can get away with some stuff when it's rated like TV PG, which I think some people don't understand. But like I like the wrestling more than people. All they do is just talk. So I'm like more wrestling, less talking. So that's why I'm on. And there's sometimes there's some shows they do that on WWE. And then again, you got this idea that Triple H said, want quantity over quality. Well, was it quality over quantity? Of course you're gonna want to have a good match, but you 20-minute match, then still have more matches on there, and not just put like, okay, we're just gonna put 5 matches. That's impossible. Like, I think because people don't look at it because the matches end up being actually good, then worry about how many matches there is, and it's like affecting people's pocket for the amount that you charge for like ticket wise. Yeah, I don't know, but something's got to give. But after that Hulk Hogan situation, and I know people saying it's not politics and it's not politics. Um, the politics thing, what he did here in Milwaukee at the RNC, and other stuff he been saying like before the election and stuff, that will have at least 25% to do with it, and plus, that's icing on the cake. Let me move that. Sorry. Like the stuff he said for years, everybody just got upset, and especially the icing on the cake, not just like the politics, like whose side he chose, but the stuff you heard from him on that Mr. McMahon series rubbed people the wrong way. So yeah, everybody's pissed off for that, and plus, like I said, the politics was just icing on the cake, and that's probably like has 25% of why people in California did boo. That was 25%. The rest of it was about how he's been in the past and stuff like that, and what he said. And there was some YouTube video that's like I think believe you have some black people that's being like joining the conservatives, which is kind of crap, and see they're just all about the money. But anyways, that is one thing. But just overall, if you don't like them, you don't like them. You can't get mad at anybody that doesn't like them. And then just I learned that through a long time, like trying to defend John Cena. But the thing was, people was hating him for the wrong reasons. That's that's my take. Like yeah, they was hating John Cena for the wrong reasons instead of okay, you just don't like this guy or something like that. But y'all wouldn't complain him when he was doing the basic thugonomics. Everybody liked him, but that's another topic for another time. But it was good to see the Rock back for Raw and NXT, which I know some people is like why go from one thing to the next. Oh yeah, I'm wondering that too. So maybe they scrap some plans and decide just to change it. But yeah, but anyways, we're gonna end the wrestling talk there because talking about the Hulk Hogan situation and that some people are act like they're gonna give him a pass or something like that. So would you let a criminal get a pass? Because like y'all said, like people deserve second chances. Same thing with everybody else. Same thing with me. Everybody deserves a second chance, and it's what you do with that second chance is the thing. Is like you really gotta just like there's probably some people I would like to make amends with, and there's other people that's just like no because what they did with that was long overdue, and it's like just can't do it. So some people does deserve second chance, and there are some people that don't. So everybody, they're gonna have their reasons, but if it's like the reason that makes sense, then everybody should understand. But if it don't make sense, yeah, I can understand. Like now, people not okay. You ain't hate this person, so that blah 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 or anything like that. But that's another topic for another time, and that would probably would be like the video that I did earlier today about this guy Barrett for this video talking about how much he loved Chris Middleton, but defending him in the stats and not looking at the season stats. You're looking at stats that he did good on, but not what he did bad. So you're actually just giving the guy a pass. And the thing is, like, we don't hate Chris Middleton. We just think he's getting hurt a lot, and I've proven that with how many games he played when I did that video earlier. But you know what? That's another time, and something I want to go on Amber's Logic one time. Um, I probably won't be able to go on there tomorrow because of where I'm going to be at, but either Sunday or Tuesday I might be on, but or maybe not because I'm going to both games on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll see. But anyways, one thing to talk about that's going on locally before we get out of here. I just saw this and I was just like, you know what? I need to read this and see what's going on with this area. So y'all not familiar with this area that y'all that's watching on the pre-recorded. This was in Milwaukee. Of course, this was like 27 in Wisconsin, which is like very close to. I don't know if they still count it as downtown, but it's close enough to downtown. So let's see. The lone soft after state office building plan for Milwaukee's near west side has grown in size, but it's still going to be a smaller than once planned. A request for proposal from the Wisconsin Department of Administration seeks developers to construct and lease a 72,000 square foot office building to several state agencies. It will be developed on a vacant, of course, with where is it at? Yeah. Um, as recently as 2021, the state purchased a 283,000 square foot building on a 2.63 acre site. But as of 2024 request for information, it was scaled back between 55,000 and 65,000 square feet. It's now been increased to 72,000 square feet. And a parking requirement has been boosted from 200 to 300 spaces, still below the 1,000 space once contemplated. The new release of RFP also includes a requirement for winning development to provide ideas, options for further development with the site with the aim of neighborhood revitalization. Okay, so wait a minute. Yeah, the complex will replace the Milwaukee State Office building with a modern facility to avoid the need to address deferred maintenance on the downtown building. So, oh yeah, the state will sell the 10-story building constructed in 1961. Okay, I'm going to talk about this part, and this was like talk about maybe like before they put the extended bear um center up. Oh no, before it was officially open, because they was talking about maybe expanding the bear center, and that was one of the buildings that they was talking about maybe expand. So maybe they probably will tear that part and tear that building down, or probably make something out of it. And they can also maybe they can, because right next to that, very close to it, is the public museum, and that's going to be moving in 2027. So there's a possibility, the Bear Center can extend that and make all that, into like another like venue or whatever what they want to do with it. So those were the plans that was announced so far for those buildings whenever they come vacant. That the Wisconsin Center District may end up just buying those two buildings and extending the Bear Center, which would be very cool because they can have more than like maybe two or three event. Like they normally will have like like two three events before they put up the extended part of the Bear Center. Now they can probably can do like maybe from one to two there's like from two to three events in one day. They can probably can do like five or six events on one day. So let's see. The largest tenant in the new building will be the Department of Revenue, followed by Department of Administration, Division of Hearings and Appeals, Department of Workforce Development, which you understand, the Capitol Police, Office of the Governor, and the Department of Transportation Division of Motor Vehicles, which was once there, and only thing you can go there for now is probably get your ID or like renew your license. You can't do anything else there. The initial lease term will be for 10 years with 3 5-year renewal options. Okay, the move in is scheduled for summer of 2027. Okay, kind of around the same time they're gonna move around, the public museum and move it to the new place that's nearby the Deer District. So that makes sense. State will like a building with some design quality. A massive of building shall be somewhat accolated more than just a box, without sacrificing an efficient core of the monocore furniture layout. Oh, Governor Tony Ears, who reverted the project from Scott Walker's administration, saw the Republican-controlled Wisconsin state legislature strip funding for the project in two consecutive capital budgets. Okay, 2023, the mission publicly provided leasing the building instead of owning it outright by bypassing the need to for budgeted capital funding. Yeah, and of course the near west side area is getting a lot of improvements. They got a gym over there now. Although they closing that Wendy's down, they're gonna make a Dunkin' Donuts, and they had this one building that's there with like a lot of stuff that's going on, like other like buildings and stuff like that. But anyway, let's see. Okay, the state pays 2 million to acquire that site, an additional 2 million to clear the 17 remaining structure that was there. Because at one point it was like a KFC there, but that was closed like very long time ago. Um, of course, oh, okay. So that's across the street. That used to be called like Wisconsin Avenue School. They wanted at one point they wanted to like do the hotel, but another another team that wants to do that into like a kind of like a little bit of a hospital was saying something about it. But okay, the hotel has been dropped. Thora Healthcare is okay, so they are gonna end up turn that to a healthcare center instead of a hotel. It kind of sucks, but what more can you do? But everybody, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end it from here, and I didn't expect this to take so long, but I guess it was a lot to talk about. So sorry guys, I apologize for those who just like it just went off while everybody was watching through WFSO 2. So apologize about that. But we're gonna end this anyway. You know, guys on Twitch, please follow us on either WFSO 1 or WFSO 2. And share the channel. Like we do like live events, live videos and stuff, just talking about whatever. Um, People that's on Spotify, please share you know, share the podcast and stuff like that. Just look for Wrestling Fans Speak Out on Spotify with like a lot of stuff that we got on here. Just like a lot of videos and things. Oh, not videos, but like all stuff of podcasts, especially from last year as well. So check that out. And after you guys on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Over 2,300 videos that we got on here, so check them out. Also, we have what's that? nearly 500 subscribers. So hopefully we can get there by the end of the month. Please check out the website, wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com, for like upcoming events and all like Bucks and wrestling stuff. But yeah, I really gotta go. So until the next video, you guys have a good one. And stream. Sorry, guys. Okay, and stream on that one. And I guess sorry, that's just gonna have to go a little bit longer. Yeah, I kind of figured YouTube is still playing, so let me take care of that. So, apologize, guys. I thought I did it, but let's try it now. There we go. Have a good one.